I want to start a new relationship with her. Like if you are a problem of our relationship for now, are you gonna able to leave her alone? If she tells me she's happy with you and doesn't need me in the... How do you feel about that? What do you feel?
I want Rory to go home.
You know when you've been going through a rough time with your partner, you know, you can even say things have been a bit turbulent, should we say, and you finally have a chance to make your partner feel like, one, you trust them, and two, they trust you. But instead of taking that opportunity, you say, you know what, I don't want that opportunity, F you.
I'm still scared because of the fight we had the other day, and I'm scared that there might be more fights like that, so I just feel better.
So basically, what she's saying is that each time these two have a dispute, she's going to fear for her life. Is that what she's saying? Is she saying that her and Sunny are never going to be able to build that relationship where she can feel safe even after a dispute? I mean, she's behaving as if, well, this little dispute they had was his fault. They had this dispute because she brought Rory with her. But also on top of that, when this dispute happened, did Sonny put his hands on her? No. Did he threaten her in any kind of physical way or any kind of verbal way? No. In fact, he stormed off in the opposite direction and she chased him down. So this whole unsafe thing is a bit of an interesting one. Now, of course, I get it. There are so many different ways people can feel unsafe. And there's so many different ways people can also feel safe. And the thing is, she's put herself in a position where I guess she's now been made to feel unsafe, but she's also put herself in a position where she's also made the situation itself a hard one for them to even build that trust of safety. So where is that accountability?
Gentlemen,
I don't want to fight with you. I just want you guys to get along.
I just ask you to leave her alone. And how she react and how she reply. That's friendship is more important than relationship. Can you see that or not?
No.
You know, obviously Rora does simply say to him, well, that's a conversation you have to have with her. And that is true. It has nothing to do with him. That is absolutely true. And it's crazy how she's still standing there trying to justify, trying to explain, trying to, give reasons to her actions. You know what's crazy when it comes to Veah over here? So her name is Veah, but she shortened it for Veah. And it's funny because Veah, spelled backwards, is heaven. But clearly, there's nothing heaven about her. So no wonder why she goes by the name Veah rather than Veah, because she knows that if you flip it backwards, it's not going to represent her exactly who she is. Because this woman here is nothing but just unreasonable. That's the most polite way I can go about it.
To see that you're not supposed to be here because problem. So do you think I'm happy to see you? Do you think I'm comfortable to see you? I don't care if you are or not. Makes sense. Even my ex, if she told me, appreciate that. Telling him to go home right now, but you're not safe with me.
What happens when we get in a fight? You literally threatened to break up with me.
Oh, okay. Because he threatened to break up with you, that's what's now made you feel as if you're not safe. Huh. That's the way of life sometimes. When things don't work out, breakups can happen. But let's talk about why he spoke about breaking up with you. Is it been because of something that he's done or something that you have done? If you're unable to look at the reasons of why he has decided to say the words along the lines of the fact that he wants to break up with you, if you're unable to recognize why he says that, boy, you've got a whole lot more work to do, more work than any one of us could have guessed. Honestly, like I said before, it's a good thing you call yourself Veah, not Veah, because, yeah, you'd be putting heaven to shame. Yeah.
I'm not sending Rory home.
And of course, she does not have the ability to stand up for her actual current partner. She'd rather stand up for her ex. You know what? If I was there right now, I'd be thinking about so I wonder how many times she has had pillow talk with this guy. How many times has she gone to Rory telling him about our relationship, telling him about all the things that are going wrong? How many times has she gone there and said things that she doesn't need to say? Even if she's going there and saying the good things, why are you going to your ex? End of the day, when you have an ex, and then you finally move on to have somebody else. You move on because that person is meant to become everything that your ex wasn't, including the things that were good about your ex. But of course, with an exception of a few things, obviously, that aren't exactly always going to be perfect. Nothing's perfect. When we are with people, we obviously are with them, but we also understand there are certain things that we may have to put up with, because nobody's perfect, you see what I'm saying? So the fact that she's not even allowing Sonny the opportunity, not even creating the window for him to get to know her on the same level that Rory did, and to even allow him to be there the same way Rory is crazy, because she's always going to have Rory as that cushion that she needs whenever she needs it. And to be honest with you, Rory should be embarrassed of himself. The fact that he's more than happy to stick around, to be her little cushion, to be her shoulder, to be that platonic friend is absolutely quite sad, to be honest with you. Rory talked about, he said something about how, I gave up, obviously my time in my life to obviously be able to support her. Bro, that must mean you still want to be with her then. Like, why would you do that? Like, you know what Veah isn't understanding? If Rory was to finally move on with someone else, and that person did not want him to be friends with his ex anymore, he would probably bounce and say, listen, I got to focus on my girl. I got to focus on our relation. I've got to be able to let her in completely. And I can't do that with you in my life, because obviously I always come to you for certain things that I really shouldn't be anymore. I rely on you on certain things that really and truly I should only be relying from my actual partner, but I can't do that. If you're still here giving me that option, you're giving me that window. Diddly, 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 damn.
Oh.
Babe, come back, babe.
I'm not doing that.
Babe,
Bye.
babe.
He's here. He's gonna help you. Don't worry.
Sonny.
Leave me
Sonny.
alone. Please. I don't want to do this.
Sonny.
It's funny because she's talked about feeling unsafe, but look at, here we go again. You have done something wrong again, and it is him walking away again, and it is you chasing him again. But you're gonna say that you feel unsafe with him? If anything, it should be Sonny who should feel unsafe around you, because he doesn't know when you're telling the truth. He doesn't know what's coming. Half the time, you be saying things that aren't really making sense. You bring your ex without telling him. Then you tell him that you're not going to tell your ex to go home. Talk about priorities being in the wrong place. Now, granted, she barely knows Sonny when it comes to being with him face to face. Granted. But Rory has come. You've now met Sonny. So Rory can now go. He doesn't have to get on the flight back to South Africa, back to America right now. He can clearly be there and enjoy his time there, and then just go back whenever he sees fit. You see what I'm saying? But the matter of the fact is, the fact that she's not willing to remove her ex for the benefit of her relationship with Sonny is all Sonny needs to know. If he's got a brain cell, he'll kick it to the curb. Not physically, of course. But with that being said, let me know your thoughts and we'll talk about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.